Hey all, Binks here. Sometimes when I'm deck building, an experiment can lead to complete catastrophe, but sometimes it just kind of works. And we found this really interesting concept that was pretty solid on ladder, introducing Ronan Surfer. So originally we were trying to build a Dino Ronan deck with like crystal in it. We started to look towards the Surfer idea, and what it kind of molded to was this really interesting idea of mixing a Ronan deck with a Surfer deck. In the 1-drop slot, we just have two powerhouse disruptive 1-drops in both Spider-Ham and Iceman, just incredible cards. And the 2-drop slot, we only have Master Mold, just a great way to trigger our Ronan. It can also lead to some really cool disruption things. In the 3-drop slot, we're going to have Mystique, which is going to work to pretty much only copy our Ronan, but can also just be in a pinch a 3-drop that we play to get buffed by Surfer. We have the Thor, which works really, really well with our Crystal. You know, not only is it a really powerful 3-drop to add into any Surfer deck, but with Crystal, especially if we play them on curve, we can pull it. And it also works really well with our Iron Lad. So getting a Mjolnir in the deck, the Iron Lad becomes just a 4/12 if we play it. Really, really exciting to just get a giant Thor, because then you can play the Mjolnir that you draw later. We kind of rounded up our 3-drops with just powerful 3-drops, Brood to get the triple Surfer buff. We have Polaris as a 3/5 that gives us some disruption, and Maximus, which has the dual purpose of being the highest power 3-drop, as well as having great synergy with our Ronan. All these pieces just kind of fit together. The deck was obviously inflated by bots. There are a ton of bots this season, but it did have a very positive cube rate and a positive win rate. I think that this deck could work well on the ladder if you're looking to be a little bit off meta and try something a little bit different, but just a really solid, fun deck to mix both these ideas, and I hope you enjoy it. As always, if you're enjoying this content, make sure to hit the like button. Check down below, make sure you subscribe, and you can catch me live either here on YouTube or at twitch.tv/Binks_plays. Enjoy. You piece. Does Armor have a home in this deck? Nah, it's too tight, man. You could cut one of the 1-drops for it, but I like the techie 1-drops. They've been doing very well for us. They have to finish on revealing before they're finished being played. Yes, it's weird. It's why, like, if you Arnim Zola, we actually someone mentioned, like, someone was arguing. People were saying the wrong thing in Dexter chat because they're saying you can't Arnim Zola a Taskmaster because the Taskmaster triggers again, and they thought it would trigger on the Arnim Zola, but it doesn't. There's two things that'll happen. If the Taskmaster is the last card played, what used to happen is that the Taskmaster would try and start with a amount of power, then its on reveal trigger would happen, and it would try and trigger the destroy. Yo, look at that crystal value. Okay, we just avoid middle. Psylocke and Iron Man. So the Taskmaster would check for the damaged one, and the damaged one would have the same power, or the dead one would have the same power, so then it would just reactivate and have the same power. But now the Taskmaster checks for the last card. However, there... Oh, man, maybe I shouldn't have done it so I don't have any agency over here. This gets like Ronan, Maximus, I think we're fine. Crystal's the one where I know we're not fine, fortunately. Oh, they're a Jane Foster deck. I think we're just fine here. I think we go harder middle than we want to. You have to play like 2 power. Goes to 16. Does this even beat 16? They don't have many cards they can play middle, is the crazy thing. Wait, no, this beats 16. So they have to play more than 2 power middle to win. I think that's worth it to play both these middle. So I think they're going to play a decently big thing right and a small thing middle. Let's go. Should have played I think they should have played that blue marble right all day. I think that blue marble. I guess they just did it because it's Onslaught Citadel, so maybe it wouldn't have mattered. I think we do this. Not much else we could do better, except for Iceman. We could just like Iceman and then Surfer next turn. The Iceman first, because we were almost guaranteed a 3-drop. We have 4 3-drops in the deck. We just Surfer again. It's not all commons, okay? They have a freaking Nova. Frame break on seasons, Phoenix Force is barely noticeable. Yeah, it's just its little head. But I think if you did the wings, it would cover both the attack and the health. So, not much you can do about it. I mean, if they're gonna do Venom stuff, they are taking way too long. So they probably should have tried to do it faster. Hopefully that hit the Deadpool. I want to just keep doing this over and over again. This seems good, right?
This is what we got. Everybody's a Binks fan.
Zero chance! Thank you so much for the Prime Marino. Appreciate it. Did I miss another one? Avoid grinning 30 minutes ago? I think I'm gonna miss you. I apologize, unless you were a gifty. Oh, you were a gifty. No, you were priming. Avoid grinning if you're still here. I'm sorry I didn't say your name. I appreciate you. Why on earth would you be venoming? Oh, the venom came out. It's always so funny when that happens. What the hell? Guy needs to chill out, man. And it lands left, by far the best spot for it to land. Brood one time. I mean, I should run, right? There's no reason I shouldn't run. Unless. Some may call him the smartest person ever. Some may do that. Some people may choose to call him the smartest person of all time. You are allowed to do that if you would like. Skirt! You just gotta believe, chat. Many people would see the Mjolnir and say, oh, I have to play it middle because it's a Mjolnir. But when is a Mjolnir worth more than going into your deck and getting a random card? It's when it's worth 100 points, chat. When it's worth 100 points. The reason I'm a good deck builder is because I don't enjoy a game if I have to play the exact same thing over and over again. So I'm almost like not a deck builder because deck building is what I love. I've become a good deck builder due to the necessity of me wanting to not play the game the exact same way every time. Does that make sense? All right, we're gonna stop their draw here, which is really nice. We might even snap. This is very, very annoying for them. And then we get a Thor on curve. Yeah, we're gonna snap. Even if they play 2 cards here, like if they have 2 1-drops and they just have to spam them out, we just replace them with Sentinels. It's great. Sidebar ad? Hell yeah, dude. I freaking love money. They did play 2 cards and we're gonna replace them with Sentinels. That's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Yeah, that's at least how Marvel's, or that's how That is how Magic the Gathering Arena did mode. You paid the premium currency to join, but then you get to like keep the cards that you open in the draft. It's kind of cool. And then at Hearthstone, yeah, the arena mode has always been you pay gold or tickets to get in. I want to play the Polaris or the Crystal. I think the Polaris is better. Especially with Surfer in hand, then we go Ronan, Mystique, Surfer. You doubt they would ever make a mode that would allow people to have access to paywall cards that I actually pay? Yeah, 100% Bizzle. I not only do I think that that's the case, I think that it would be stupid for them not to. And that, I mean, it sucks if you're someone who's fully free to play and you want to play that mode because it's going to be something. But like you'll get like rewards. Like essentially, what they usually do in those modes is that you'll get things like credit rewards, gold rewards for doing well. So the more wins you get, the more rewards that you'll get. But you do have to pay a premium currency to play it. So you're kind of like paying premium currency to get rewards, like instead of just exchanging premium currency for rewards. You get, it's basically like gambling in a sense, or betting that you're good at the game. You're putting in premium currency to play an amount of games, win as much, and then based on how well you win, you get rewards based on that. Yeah, it's basically gambling. Sick. Oh, dude, we have a 2 and oh man. We have a 1 and 3 for Brode Iron Lad, which just wins us the game on the spot, I think. Even Maximus is pretty good. All right, we're gonna do it. The safe play right now is to go Ronan. I think we play the Mjolnir too, just in case they wave. The safe play right now is probably to go Ronan. Maybe I do just have to go Ronan, man, because then the Mystique does not. I'm a bitch. Play the Mjolnir too, just in case they wave us. Infinite? Ah, it's okay. We can win all 3 lanes. Ah, order, lol, order, F. Adding 11 left. Yeah, that's enough. I think they just infinite right. Never punish, never ever. Never ever. Our Clash Royale had a draft mode and you can get the cards you didn't have, so I wish Snap to do the same. Yeah, Clash Royale's draft mode looks really cool. I actually didn't know they had a draft mode. Lose to here. What are you doing? All right, cool. Judge Vinks drops the hammer and says, "Order, order." That's so funny. Why Thor in the deck? This is one of the strongest 3-drops. We're going for max power 3-drops. This gotta go right? So much better, right? They actually don't get negative decks. They're really good. Thank you for the Sentinels. Appreciate the Sentinels very much so. We'll do our laddie boy. Play in the middle. So this can get Polaris, Maximus, Cam, Iceman. It's actually pretty bad Iron Lad. But the Crystal makes it so we don't draw. Do we care about any of the cards in our deck though? They're kind of bad. Maybe just Thor. Thor, and then I can Iron Lad next turn. And it can hit the Mjolnir. Oh man, he's so smart. Dino Ronan, that's what this deck originally started, and then we realized we had like 3 good 3-drops in it. And so I was like, I want to make this a Surfer deck too. And then we did that, and then the Dinosaur felt a little clunky, so I got rid of it. Because of... They're all going left? Yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, did I mess up? Did I think it wouldn't go left? Yes. But am I mad about it? Eh. Alright. It would hit Mystique, which is bad. All the rest of these are fine, though. Well, the Master Mold seems okay. I mean, it's going to go here. I guess we go left anyway. Don't give them a free move trigger in case they have like a random Miles or something. Yo! Iron Lolnir. Hog. I need to say one thing I really love about your channel reactions. Even with 666 viewers, you kind of get every message. That's kind of rare. I think that I'm pretty good at just like talking, and also I feel like more of a YouTuber. I view my content more as like trying to make content for YouTube, for then being on YouTube than for streaming, if that makes sense. So I think there's a lot of people who just really like lurking. For instance, if you've just been lurking all the time, hanging out and just having a good time, if you can hit me with a 7 in chat, we hear some 7s for the lurk team. We got a pretty thick lurk team. They do be running strong. These are all people that could be talking, but they're just vibing, which I really appreciate. They're just kind of hanging out and vibing. I feel like that's what a lot of people do in my chat, which I think is kind of cool. What do we play here? Do we just go Sentinel Surfer? Like Sentinel's better than Mystique, hilariously. Yeah, look at the army of homies just sitting here enjoying the show, man. I just like do this. Let's do this. Run a bit hammer, right? Yo, I did that without even looking at your chat message, and you're really good at the game, so that means I probably did well. Casserole? Casserole, baby! No storm for you. No. This might be Cerebro 2. Nightcrawler Storm says Cerebro 2 to me. Let's absolutely infect their hand as a joke. There's Cerebro 2. It'll be really funny to... It is indeed Cerebro 2. It'll be very funny to add 4 3 power cards to their hand. They might just switch and be Cerebro 3. That's probably what I would do. Oh, they could just play them all here. Wow. Unbelievable. And actually insane. But I mean, they're still in a little bit of trouble with Sinister London, right? That is crazy. But let's like run them out of space. I guess this doesn't really work, right? Let's do it anyway. We're definitely going to play a Cerebro this turn. So we just say bye-bye to that Polaris. So we go Brood right, and then we go Ronan left. I think we're fine. We go Ronan left, Silver Surfer left. Or Ronan left, Mystique left, Silver Surfer middle. Maybe Ronan left, Mystique middle. I think we're fine though. What if I had Echo though? Ooh, baby. Echo would go pretty hard. We could have killed this whole group of things. I guess maybe they wanted that. Maybe they wanted that because they're out of space. They end up going Cerebro Mystique. Oh man, if they go Cerebro Mystique, we're in a bit of trouble, right? Oh, dude, they messed up! Let's go! They messed up because they played Luke Cage! You fool. We're one level ahead of you. Just Master Mold here. Maybe we shouldn't have given him the piggy. Unless we get Brood. If we get Brood, we're going to fulfill him left. Maybe it's not good though with Nova. Probably not good with Nova, huh? Makes agreed I can kick shirtless in minus 20-degree weather when he buys the team. Hell yeah, dude. That'd be badass having you be a kicker for the Bears, but also shirtless. I'd be pretty down for that. Game ended when you hit end turn, so they probably hit retreat later. It's always the case. Okay, I think it's a Surfer mirror. Wonderful. I want to draw. I have to play it on 5. Maybe there's some weird wave surfer stuff coming. Am I harder to stiff cut than the metal shot, or am I dumb? The prices are higher, right? I don't know. I like looked at it once. Big Spies Bears you call being backup punter? Dude, that's a great gig, man. I don't think any NFL teams. Oh, I didn't hit end turn. I don't think any NFL teams run backup punters though, do they? Maximus, thank you for the cards. I can't imagine they'll wave, right? I think we just win if they wave anyway. Unless they wave like right. Be a little bit hairy. I'm just wondering if I need a Mjolnir this turn. It'd be so rare to run wave in one of these decks, right? We did miss our Surfer, which is not ideal by any means. They're going to play 2 cards most likely, so this will go to 13. My Mystique will be 10. Potentially 3 cards. The Iceman kind of... I guess we go second, so the Iceman is relevant. But this will get to 15 innately. We're going to need a little bit more support over here. I think we go here. Maybe here. Here. Get to 15. This will go down to 13. We're going to pull a 1 or maybe a 2. The Brute is just better though, right? The Brute is just a better play. Because it's 6 instead of 5. Yeah, I like this. We should win right and middle here. Left is going to be very close too, but we're going to be a little bit behind. Ooh, we're losing right, but we win total power by just enough. Very good game, very good Surfer Mirror. Unfortunately, they didn't have the absolutely genius Ronan tech. Had they had the Ronan tech, they could have gotten over the top, just as I did. Just always remember, chat, sometimes you need to add Ronan to your decks. Let's mold them and try and get them to mold us back. We're going to do a triple mold action. I don't even think we gave them a master mold. Alright, we got a Phoenix Force deck. Their hand is full. I want to keep their hand full, per se. Let's give them an Iron Lad. Like if they just play a Shuri this turn, then we stop them from drawing cards. I mean, if they already have their Phoenix Force, they're gonna be fine. Doesn't give them good things too often. They play 2 cards. I was thinking about playing Iceman and something. Maybe bonk their Phoenix Force. Their Nimrod's okay. Yeah, I actually wanted them to master mold us. They did stop our draw, but I don't really care about draw. They stopped their draw too. That's great. That's wonderful. I guess I wanted a pig in case they had Phoenix Force. They probably would have played it anyway. Can we just go Ronan here? I mean, if they have Phoenix Force, we're probably losing. They can move it a bunch of times. They don't have Phoenix Force. It's really good for us.
All systems go.
I think we play everything left because it makes our Ronans bigger. They're gonna have a hell of a time beating this play. I don't even think they can. Heimdall gets a little bit scary, but oh, did we lose in a Heimdall mid? No, we were fine to Heimdall mid. Yeah, we're winning left, right? The Mystique's huge. They just did Heimdall mid with extra steps. That's actually really funny. They literally... There's no reason for them to play the Iron Fist there. They just played the Iron Fist as a joke. They could have just played the Iron Fist mid and would have did the same thing. Instead they schmooved it. just to be silly. I kind of appreciate that though, like a lot. They're just being a silly little guy. I had extra mana? How do I have extra mana? What? How did I have extra energy? Am I losing my mind? I played Mystique. I played Mystique Surfer. I played Iceman Mystique? I was definitely supposed to play. I was absolutely supposed to play Surfer there. I absolutely thought that I had played Surfer. Chat. I was 100% sure I played the Surfer out of my hand. I had no Surfer. Did I just think it was him because he's bald? I literally, chat, I swear to God, because the view is obscured and he's just a bald silver dude, I literally thought that the Iceman was a... I 100% thought that it was a Silver Surfer. Make sure to subscribe. Watch that one too.